South.
South Dallas.
South Dallas.
We busted.
But yeah, so welcome you guys. Who in here has been a distributor for 1 month or less? Raise your hand. I want to kind of see. Wow, that's a lot of people. So we want to welcome. That's super exciting. We're so glad that you could come, and I know we've got we're live. Yay. And so we already have 60 people on watching live. And so, so we want to welcome you if you're brand new. I know that sometimes when you first join, it can be a little overwhelming because we are an all-in team. And so I think sometimes people sign up and they're like, whoa, what did I get myself into? But you can totally go at your own pace. I think with us, so many of us realize this can be more than just the side thing and can actually be a career, and it really can bring in full-time income. And so we're pretty passionate about it, but the beauty is you get to pick, we always say pick your number. When you look at that average income chart, what do you want? Do you want to make $200 a month? Do you want to make, $500 a month ruby level? Do you want to make $1,000 a month emerald? Do you want to make double diamond, make $2,000? And it's really up to you. And when you join, the one thing I'll tell you is I always say you want to find your why. Why did you join? Because if you don't have a why, then it's really hard to stay committed. Mm-hmm. A lot of people, if someone becomes a teacher, why did they become a teacher? Well, they needed a profession to make money, and then a lot of times why? Because they also have a love of teaching, and a love of kids. So even with this business, my why started with wanting my jeans to zip back up after back-to-back babies. And then it quickly was like, wait, what if this could be something that I could make extra money to put them in dance class? Just $100 more a month to put them in dance class. And then I'm like, wait, what if this could be extra spending money? And it was really about me at the beginning, and then it's because then John won't yell at me when I get Starbucks and, extra spending money. Okay, that'd be cool. But then it just really started to evolve, into now one of my whys is I don't ever want to stop because now I can send, my girls to the private Christian school I always wanted to send them to. And I didn't think that would ever be possible, but now it is. And that's just crazy to me. And that's one of my whys. And my why is seeing other people's dreams come true, so you start with that why, and that why, when you have a why, the how kind of takes care of itself. So I always say, Stacy, why did you join? Sorry, if you're on the spot.
Well, first, because you convinced me to, and then second was just we had no breathing room. So ours was we just needed extra for my girls to do anything besides eat and sleep in our house.
Just an extra. And Stacey's turned it into a 6-figure annual thing. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Everyone, what was your why?
My why was just helping a friend out and not really wanting to work the business I went through divorce during that time and then needing the business to pay my bills.
I love that. Yeah. And it changed. Julie, what was your why?
For some extra personal spending money.
Mm-hmm.
After I was married.
Yeah, just wanting the extra. I love that, and that's kind of what's neat is, it'll be different reasons of why you start, and then that will evolve over time. So no matter where you are right now, maybe your why is friendship. I know Story talks about that. Was actually yours didn't really start out as friendship. I'm not going to use yours because stories was I had all the friends I needed. Okay, so Jess's okay. So, but anyways, you have your why, and then that's kind of what makes you do it. And we always say pick your number, and you can really get there. And so, if you just joined, one of the first things I would say to you is just I'm going to go over a few quick basics. So, someone says I just joined. And Kathy's going to talk about in a little bit some of the trainings we have. But one of the first things you want to do is you want to announce that you've joined. And I think that's kind of the scariest thing. But you want to put something out there. We don't have a brick and mortar store. And so really what your open sign is when you're posting. Your open sign is if you're wearing the shirts. Your open sign is when you're sharing. Nobody knows what you're doing without saying it. And we're real big, and we're going to go into some social media tips today because we don't want to be all spammy and salesy. But the thing is, I think of this business like I'm a walking billboard. I share my faith on social media. I share my family on social media. I might share, a cute outfit or something, a great deal I find, and I'm going to share my business. And when you mix it all together, it works, and so you want to make sure you're doing that and you're consistent with doing that. When people say, how did you get to where you're at? Well, I joined 3 years ago and I decided to do something every single day for my business and work it every day. And when you do that, it's kind of crazy what it can do to your life, you know, when you are all in and you just kind of go for it. And I always think of it as, if I find a great deal, I share it. If there's a free Slurpee at 7-Eleven, people share it. You know, if Starbucks had a free Starbucks day, we would share it. So why wouldn't I want to share products that have changed, you know, my family's life? Joey, how much have you lost on the products? 42 pounds? Mom, how much have you lost? 35. I love that. Raise your hand if you had a product that has impacted you. Oh, okay, everyone. I'm going to have a couple people share, but that's really hard to pick now. Who has like a super good product impact story? Will you share yours real quick?
I've lost 32 pounds in about 4 months. Just by doing the shake every day for breakfast.
I love that. That's really cool. That's awesome.
So good.
Who else has one? Share that.
My sugar levels and cholesterol levels went down. I'm off my medication.
Wow. So, and that's the thing is, why wouldn't you? Who has like a financial thing that it's done for them, like financially? I know all the diamonds do. Tori, tell me one.
I was able to quit my job.
Able to quit your job. I love that. Who else has one?
We're able to help support the church more.
I love that. I love that. Kathy?
Whenever my boutique closed, my owners told me that my boutique was closing, like they thought that I had networks to fall back on, or else I would have just been like up the creek.
I love that. Yeah. Julie, what about yours?
Well, it started with dance recital fees, and then it went to paying a mortgage, and then the oven broke, and that sounds so simple, but it just wasn't. And so I could just go and buy things.
Yeah. And it's pretty crazy, yeah, when you finally are like, oh, it can pay my mortgage. Yeah. So anyway, so my point is it will change your life. And so like, why wouldn't you want to share it? So that's one of the things I say is you want to make it known. The second thing I always say is it's kind of overwhelming when someone says, create a hundreds list. I remember thinking, what? And mine wasn't really a hundreds list. And I didn't even call it a 30s list. But when I joined, what I did do was I pulled out my phone and I went to the notes section and I wrote every person I wanted on my team. And it was like my dream team. And I started with distributors. Who did I want? And I had Stacy on there. And I had Kathy on there. And I had my mom on there. And I had Denise on there. And I went there trying to think who else is anyone else in here who were some of the originals. And Stacy, what did you say?
No.
For how long?
Every day for 2.5 weeks.
Okay, and that's okay. But you don't stop. And my point is, you don't stop. Mom, what did you say? And when did you say yes?
3 weeks later, when you told me you were on your way to get a $10,000 bonus.
Oh, yeah. But not everyone's so cool. Denise, what did you say?
Well, you didn't give me an option. You just said, your website to be.
I think I said come over and do your credit card. Yeah. But anyways, my point is they weren't swarming at me because they didn't know what I was doing. But I believe if you're sitting in the room, you've kind of caught the vision, or there's something inside that's like, huh. And I feel like it's the Lord probably tugged on your heart and said, hey, this is something I'm putting in your path. Like, this is going to do something for your family or for you or for maybe somebody you're going to impact. And so I wanted to share it. And so my point is, you don't get all discouraged. The first person that tells you no, my goodness, how I got discouraged. I remember, it went Kathy, Stacy, my mom. Kathy said, okay, but I had to wrap her first. I wrapped her, and then she goes, I can't see a difference. And I'm like, okay. Stacy said no, mom said no. Then I wrapped Kathy again, which we didn't have really good pictures. And then she had great results and finally said yes. So I had me and my one friend for a couple weeks, But the thing is, you just don't stop. And that's what I did. And then it went to different people. And then I'm sitting at dance class and I meet Story. Who would think that Story would end up joining my team after seeing a picture when our kids are dancing and now has however many diamonds and above on her team under her. Like, you just don't know. But even with it, it starts with striking up conversation and sharing. Mm-hmm. And that's what you do. So you reach out. When I joined, I saw there's bonuses. And there was a $10,000 diamond bonus, which guess what? All of you in here, you have the same opportunity for the same $10,000 diamond bonus. You'll download your Wired app, which Kathy will talk about. It gives you dates. When you hit different ranks, you can get bonuses. So the same one I joined for, and I was like, well, I want to get that. And it could bless my family. Who knows how many other, families that people it could bless. So I was excited, and my excitement was contagious. So what you've got to do is get excited. And if you're like, well, I don't really know what to be excited about yet. Well, get on our team page, go to our online party we had last Thursday. If you need the link, ask who you joined with, and you can read on that online party and look at before and after pictures under the post that we're posting. You can see some different bonuses, and that can get you excited. I remember what really got me excited was attending one of those Facebook online parties. We have them every Thursday, okay? And I attended one, and I was not planning on doing this business. In my head, I was like, no way, I'm not doing this. Like, I have a college degree. Like, I just want to try the wraps. You know, I have a college degree even though I wasn't working. You know, and I just want to try the wraps. But I should go my 4 years, okay? And, you know, and I was like, I just want to try the wraps. But I remember being on that online party, and the girl that was hosting it had just earned a $25,000 bonus. And I was like, what? Who is this chick? And then I like looked, and I'm like, she's a former 911 dispatcher. Like, she must have been a celebrity. Like, no one really earns money with these businesses. And I remember not even caring about the party, but like stalking her Facebook and being like, did this homegirl's real? Okay, you know? And that literally kind of ignited the fire, because I was like, this girl, who now is one of the top 5 in the company at the time, she'd just gone double diamond, but, you know, and then earned these bonuses. I remember just seeing her party, and that really inspired me, and thought, if she can do it, why can't I? You know, if I can do it, why can't you? Who in here is diamond or above? Okay. Oh, okay. There's a lot. Tell me, okay, if you're diamond above, stand up and tell me what you earned in bonuses. I just want to hear it real quick. Okay. And try to think of like your total in bonuses. Okay. We'll start with Karina. Tell me how long you've been in the business, and we'll make this quick. And
a year in May.
Okay,
and
rank and bonuses.
I'm a diamond. I got the $10,000, the $1,000 emerald, and the $500.
Awesome. Yes. 3 years in presidential diamond, almost ambassador. Between Joey and mine, we've earned over $120,000 in bonuses.
Okay, this is cherry on top, not monthly commission. Okay, Tori.
2.5 years, double diamond, $37,000 in bonuses.
1 year, $10,000 diamond bonus.
3 years, double diamond, a $10,000 and a $15,000 bonus.
2.5 years, double diamond, 1 month, $20,000, the next month, $30,000.
2.5 years, double diamond, $40,000 total. 8 months and $10,000 bonus and $500.
3 years, double diamond, $20,000, and the next one, $15,000.
3 years, triple diamond, $75,000, and it was a 50 triple diamond bonus, 15 double diamond, and a 10 diamond.
Okay, Joey.
Me and Stacy both, what, 150?
120.
120.
Okay, so.
130.
Okay.
Get it.
And what's my point? My point is to say it's not a question of does it work, because it does. You know, it's just a question of do you want to do it? You know, and so that's kind of what I want to show you. And the money is just one small part. We're going to talk about so much more. But I love it that it can, you know, they say the company's about friendship, fun, and freedom, and that it truly is. So that's would be my basic first few steps. Make that post, start sharing it. If you don't know what to share, we've got sample posts, we've got things. Reach out to those people that you know. And then the third thing would be get to know the products. When you try the products, you already heard of people who've been changed. If you do nothing but drink the greens, my goodness, I could build my whole business off the greens alone. The fact that drinking something that's going to give, you know, 30 different fruits and veggies, 50 plus superfoods, detoxify, alkalize, balance your pH. What's something the greens have done? Raise your hand if the greens have done something for you. What have they done for you, sir?
I used to have regular migraines, and I think I've had maybe one in the last 2.5 years, and that's because I think I slapped my mixed greens.
Oh, the greens. What about
Tons of energy and no more food cravings.
food cravings? Stace?
It's helped with my endometriosis symptoms a ton.
Endometriosis symptoms.
I used to be super irregular.
Okay.
It helped me be regular and drop 20 pounds.
Wow.
Nice. It got rid of severe cramping. And then another story, my brother-in-law is a combat vet, and it helped him get off his PTSD meds.
Wow. So there's just something about those fruits and those vegetables, the organic fruits and veggies. And yeah, could this affect your life eating all that? Yes, but it's really hard to have all of that, to give our kids that. And now the greens are so, and I could go like that with so many product testimonies, but I'm just saying even just one to show. So you want to try the products, and that's really going to do a lot for you. A lot of times people ask me with this business, how do you get paid? Well, the beautiful thing about it works is you never have to run an auto ship. We don't make you run it. It works. You don't have to have a quota to get, to be an active distributor. You joined, like, I don't want to say you joined $99, you're a distributor, but you chose half of you joined for $9.99, and you're a distributor. So, I mean, you're to make money when you get your kits, which I promise you will get them. The company did not expect to have over 100,000 people. Like, they were like, what? Okay, so that could us, but they will come. If you haven't, who's gotten a kit? Raise your hand. Did that. Oh, good. That makes me feel good. Who has not? Okay, so I feel a couple have them, but the majority have. Okay, but yeah. So the thing is, you join, but then to get paid, here, let me just tell you this real quick. What it works as is, so you're a distributor, you're not going to be penalized, but there's 2 ways to make commission every month. The first way is you can run an $80 auto ship, $80 BV. That means you spend about 80s. I run my auto ship for wraps and greens. Why? Because if you've heard, I've not gone a day without greens in 3 years. I used to be super irregular. I don't always tell everyone all the details of that, but like really horrible. Like ended up in the emergency room a few times. Like once a week was like great for me, and that's something I dealt with really my whole. Well, since I had a back injury. And so greens are the first time where I go daily for the first time, like since I broke my back at 13. And so that's crazy. That was like pretty life-changing, and it was just nuts to me. And I don't have as many headaches because I think I would get, and so I can't go without those. And then the wraps, I use the wraps. I keep them in my purse. Someone wants to try one. I sell a wrap. I make wrap cash because I pay $15 a wrap. When you buy a box for $59, we can sell for $25 a wrap. So, I mean, that's what I run my auto ship for. But no, you don't have to. But you can get paid by running your auto ship. Boom, you're commission qualified. The second way to get paid is by having 150 in sales. So you have 3 people that buy wraps from you, you're commission qualified. So every month, if you want that box to be checked, commission qualified to get paid, you run an $80 auto ship or you have $150 bought from you. What if you don't have either? You just don't get paid. You're not penalized. You're just not, so that's kind of how it works, which is nice. What I would say is I would challenge you, even though I joined and said, I am not going to spend any money until I'm making money. I will not run and I did not run my auto ship, I'll admit it, my first month. But then all of a sudden, people were like, well, can I buy a wrap from you? Or, oh, I wish I could try a green, or whatever. I didn't have any products. So then I thought, you know what, I'm going to start running it. And what it did is it caused me to fall in love with the products. Therefore, when you love them, you want to share them. When you share them, it means you end up selling them, and then you end up being successful. So that would be my challenge to you. Even if you're like me, I had a spreadsheet of what I spent, keeping track versus what I make, because I was not going to lose money. Even though any other business, and you traditional business owners know, you normally spend a whole lot more than $99 to start, than hope to make money. But even if you're funky like me, I would challenge you, try the products. Run that auto ship, test them. So anyways, that's kind of some basics I wanted to share. Kathy, will you come share about an important app
as well as some fun stuff? Yes. All right. So let me get my stuff up on the screen so y'all can see. Well, you know what? Let me go over this first. Okay. So feel free to jump in when I ask a question. Like, who wants to learn how to get started making money? Yay! Okay. So we have put together 2 boot camps for y'all. The first one is one that Stacy put a lot of time into, and we have lots of videos. If you are wanting to know how to start making money, what is a loyal customer, and how can you get a loyal customer, that is in this boot camp. Also, how to post. I talked to a lot of people who are new to posting on social media, like really, some people do it like one every couple of weeks. Like, this is an awesome social media business. So if you don't really know how to or what to be posting on social media, you're going to want to be a part of this boot camp. We also have like sample posts, what apps we're using to create these to make them, not look so scammy. It's super important. This is boot camp number 1. You can, if you're searching it on our Diamond Empire page, it's called Diamond Empire Beginners Boot Camp Part 1, because now we have Part 2. It has a lot of information about like questions that people have, like, can so-and-so use this even though they're breastfeeding? Our favorite question. Don't ever ask that. Don't ever ask that. We're not going to approve it. So that is all in our Beginners Boot Camp. So if you have not gotten a chance to go through those, it really doesn't take very long if you can just take a few minutes, either tonight when you get home or first thing, like really get a jump on those videos because they are super important. Next, who wants to know how to get a raise each month? Okay, so you're gonna wanna get on our it used to be our monthly Diamond Empire training. We used to do the first Sunday of each month, but now we're gonna make that, we made it a page, and you are going to be able to add yourself tonight. And this is gonna be like, this is part 2, so it's more in depth of what you're looking for. So if you wanna know, how do I build to executive? This is gonna tell you how to do that. This is gonna tell you how to run reports and see like who's on your team, who's ordering what, and when your customers' auto ships are running, things like that. Who wants to know, am I eligible for a bonus? Yeah, okay, so you're gonna wanna be on this page. If you wanna know how to have your own party, whether you wanna do, if you want to have like a launch party for yourself, you're going to want to check out this Beginners Bootcamp Part 2. A lot of people are wondering like where to find before and after photos. It's going to tell you there. I'm not going to tell you. What countries that we're in, we get that question a lot. Why AutoShip is important. How to post pictures that are compliant, because FYI, we can't just post whatever we want. We do have to keep within like the rules of our company. And then, so all of that is covered in Diamond Empire Beginners Bootcamp Part 2, which you will be able to get the link later on tonight whenever I get it posted. Okay, and I also want to talk quickly about apps that we use. So let me get this switched on. Living room. Okay. Okay, so Wired app. Everybody wants to go. Hold on. Don't get too excited. Everybody needs to download this app, so I hope you saw it. It's called Wired. It's new for us, really, but it is amazing. It's going to keep you in the know with what's going on with It Works, any promotions going on, what special things are happening with clothes. Why I love this. It's going to keep you in the know. If you have a team that's elsewhere, even for yourself, and they want to be able to get plugged in somewhere, we have events going on all over the country, all over the world, actually. So all you need to do is click the second one, that's the calendar, and it's going to tell you what's going on, like the day up. So tonight we have our corporate family call, so you can click on that and have the information that will take you to, there. And then, of course, the most exciting is all of you guys are going to have, when you click this go, it's going to show you where you are on your bonus. So if you just started, it'll probably just start with the diamond one, and you can click this? Yeah, you can click this. Oh, okay, well, apparently I missed my $50,000 bonus, y'all, but. So you're going to be able to see how many days you have left to go diamond and earn your, $10,000 bonus. So that is achievable. Every single one of you guys can do it. We did it when we first started. So a good goal to start with too. And there we go. That is our apps. If you have more questions about apps, you can see the trainings.
Okay. And then I took you on to my first part, so this part's going to be super quick. What are my goals for this business? I told you how to get started, but what are my goals? It Works has something called your steps to success. Now, when I joined, I understood, my brain comprehended, what do? I want to sign customers and I want to sign distributors. And that is your goal. How do you be successful? You sign customers and you sign distributors, okay? What's a loyal customer? A loyal customer, It Works is the only company I've ever found that we give our wholesale price to our loyal customers. I pay $59 for a box of wraps. I pay $25 for Fat Fighters. I pay $33 for greens. You know, Stacy, I meet Stacy, she wants to try the products. Sure, she could pay retail double the price, or I can say, Stacy, I can hook you up with my wholesale price. If you want to be a loyal customer, or I like to call them a 90-day product tester, I can hook you up with my wholesale price. So what does it cost to be a loyal customer? If someone wants to order for 3 months, it's free to be a loyal customer. They pay our price. She can order wraps the first month, greens the second month, the cleanse the third month. She doesn't pay anything. It's free. She's committing to 3 months, which is why I like to call it a 90-day product tester. I don't like to use words like auto ship, commitment. People get scared of that stuff. Kind of like in life. So yeah, you just don't even want to say, we don't talk about commitment or anything like that, But now somebody else could, but it used to be, and there's this option as well. It used to be, Tori wants to be a loyal customer. She could pay a $50 membership fee and be a loyal customer and then get my wholesale price. And they can still do that. But why would you pay $50? That doesn't really make sense when you could order whatever product you want. You want greens on the go would be $35. The next 2 months, Tori could order just fat fighters, $25. And she ordered 3 different months. So you can order fat fighters and get those each month versus paying a $50 fee. But it's either or. That's how they become a loyal customer. That's how they get our price. They can pay retail, which is double the price, but I think I've maybe signed up 3 retail customers in 3 years. So not most people prefer, and it's all how you word it. So that's a loyal customer. So when it comes to our steps to success, step 1 is join the party. You all joined the party already, okay? That was step 1. Step 2 is you sign 4 loyal customers. Even if you joined the last day of June, or even it doesn't matter. If you join today, if you join whatever, you want to try to get your first 4 loyal customers in 30 days. Okay? So you count the day that you join, that's day 1. Just look at a calendar, 1, 2, 3, 4, count all the way to 30. And actually I have 31 days, but the company says 30 days, but the system lets you even do 31. But 30 days, 31, you can sign 4 loyal customers, and guess what? You get a $100 shopping spree. $100 to buy. It works apparel, it works biz tools, it works product, it will show up in your e-suite, and you can use that. If you miss that, is it all over? No. You just didn't get your free $100, But to get any of those bonuses Kathy talked about, before you know it, you'll be working on Diamond and Double Diamond and all these. You have to have 4 loyal customers in 2017 to be eligible. So we just try to create urgency. Why not get 4 customers in your first 30 days and get that $100, So that's your goal. Does it matter what they order? Doesn't matter. They could be a loyal customer and order greens. They could be a 90-day greens detox product tester. They could do your 90-day growing out your hair challenge group and do that. They could do a 12-week, 12-wrap challenge. These are all fun little ways we like to word ordering something for 3 months. And really, I love loyal customers that they order for 3 months, because trying 1 bottle of Fat Fighters for 1 month versus trying it for 3 months, you're going to see results when you're consistent, when you use, so I love when people, use them, but that's a loyal customer. So step 1, you join the party. Step 2, your goal is 4 loyal customers. Step 3, we say go Ruby, but to go Ruby, John, will you put up the Ruby slide? Step 3 is to find 3 business partners, 3 people that are going to join your team. So this is me. So I signed, Kathy, Stacy, my mom. Those are my first 3 distributors, okay? And that kind of is what a Ruby chart looks like. Now, before Ruby, we have executive, show executive. But I just want to show you, and then I'll talk about that. But those were the steps to success. You join the party, 4 loyal customers, and 3 distributors. That's your first goal. What if it takes you more than a month? It doesn't matter. There's not a time frame. That's a goal. And guess what my goal is every month? Steps to success. You don't just do it once. Every month, the company just gives us a goal. There's months I've signed not a single soul. There's months I've doubled, tripled my steps to success. It's just giving you something to go for. And the thing is, then Stacy joined me. So I taught her, Stacy, your steps to success. 4 customers, 3 distributors. All of a sudden, Stacy signed 3. And then she tells Jessica, 4 customers, 3 distributors. All of a sudden, she signs 3. And you do it yourself, and you teach it. And you do it, and you teach it. And before you know, you have a room full of people. I didn't sign you all, but Story signed Marsha. And, and it goes on. And Marsha, it goes on and on and on of different people. And that's how you grow your team. And that's really how you build this huge residual income. You might be the most quiet person ever, but you sign somebody that's super social, or you sign someone that maybe isn't social, but they love to work social media and sign all these stranger people. I don't know how they do it, but they do, or you sign someone that doesn't use social media at all, but like my mom loves to, when she started, did tons of rap parties, or you do. And so it doesn't have to be worked a certain way. It's just about sharing the product, sharing the business. So I just do, and this is the last thing. So that's your step to success. So what is step 1?
Join the party.
Join the party. Step 2?
4 loyal customers.
Step 3?
3 distributors.
Exactly. And then how do you promote? Executive is our first promotion. Here's me. Stacy and Kathy, because it took Mom a little longer to say yes. My first 2 distributors, okay? And then each of them joined, so I am chartered for executive, my first promotion. But signing distributors doesn't make us money. Just any person that joined to be a distributor, that's not making me any money. Now, sure, if they start ordering products and signing customers, so we're not a business where I'm literally, like, we're not about just, we're selling the business. Like, the $9.99 is great, but even then, like, I wanted to sign people that wanted to do this business. You know what I mean? Because that's not going to make me money because they bought a kit. I don't make money off the kits, you know? I make money when they want to, like, do the business. So the 400 GB is $400 in sales. So if Stacy joins and runs an $80 auto ship, that's going to be 80. And then I tell her her goal is 4 customers. Well, if she signs 4 people, let's say they all 4 order greens and wraps, that's 80 each. So what's 4 people ordering 80? That's running an $80 auto ship. How much is that?
320.
Wait, 80 times 4 is what? 320. Plus shipping and auto ship is what? 400? 400, yeah. So that gets you pretty. So that would get someone pretty close. So that's why I'm teaching Stacy. So now, boom, she's a 400 bucks. And then I said, Kathy, same thing. She, you know, maybe Kathy's like, I'm not running an auto ship. Okay, so it might take more than 4 customers. So maybe Kathy needs 5 customers. But, and then now go to Ruby. John, no, Kathy, I was talking about you weren't even in here. But basically, and then what is Ruby? So Ruby is making you around $500 a month, okay? So what if this took you 3 months to go Ruby? Like, most people join. Who joined for an extra 500? A lot of times that's people's goal. A few of you. A lot of you, did you want to make more? Who wanted like an extra 1,000? 2,000? Okay, so yeah. Yeah, I was kind of like that too. I remember it quickly changed. Yeah. So what is Ruby? 3 people that join your team. And then Stacy went out. And who were your first 2 distributors?
Gloria and Angel.
Gloria, okay, so her mother-in-law and then her best friend. So then all of a sudden, that's Ruby. And then you're teaching but then we don't just stop like this. Kathy, she got her 3 because she's doing her sets of success. My mom, she went out, she got her 3, you know, and all of a sudden it starts growing. But that's just to show you a little bit of the basics. Okay, now you might be thinking, how do I sign customers and distributors? Well, Stacy's going to tell you how we do that. Yeah. Tell us how. So, let me tell you. And it works. There's a statement we go by. So we have our steps to success, which is what Sherry just went through. We run our auto shipment. We join the party. We go for those wrap rewards, and we go Ruby. So how do we do that? We do that by blitzing, wrapping, and repeating. So we love these three steps. We keep it simple. But you blitz, you wrap, and you repeat. And I might be saying blitz, and y'all are like, huh? I was like, does blitzing mean real blingy wear? Because I say that too. I'm like, blitzy, bling, no. But blitzing is just a simple way. Sherry said this before. It's a simple way to say that your store is open. And there's a ton of different ways to do that. But that's what you want to do on a consistent basis is say, hey, my store is open. Whether that's through social media, whether that's through messaging somebody, whether that's meeting a stranger or talking to a friend, you want to blitz by saying just, hey, I'm interested about this. So I'm not going to take a long time because I know will Karina and Marsha and Jennifer come on up here? These are some rockin' ladies, and they're going to tell you a little bit about how they would blitz in a quick. Oh yeah, go for it. It's good. I left my blitz right here.
Okay, are we ready?
We're ready.
Okay, like she said, there's lots of ways to blitz. Who in here that's been a distributor while keeps these in their purse? Yeah, everybody does. One at home, one in my purse. Best thing about the Fat Fighters is that I use for blitzing, because I keep it in my purse, is when we go out to dinner. And this little bottle right here just sits on the table by my not so healthy meal that I'm ordering. And the waitress or waiter can say, what in the world is that? This you take up to an hour after you've eaten. It's going to help block fat and carbs. But it's a great attention getter because they don't understand why you've got this bottle sitting on the table with you. And then when they do ask, then I give them their little card and tell them more about the business and what this is and how it works. My best favorite thing, is that right? Best favorite?
Yeah.
Most favorite, bestest, whatever, is this. Wearing the gear. It's 3/4 of my wardrobe, honestly. It really is 3/4 of my wardrobe. You just throw it on, you're at a Target, you're in the grocery store, you go pay for your gas. Whoa, what works? Well, then you go, well, let me just tell you what works. My husband wears the It Works hat, went and got some work done on his car. The guy's like, what works? He says, well, let me let you talk to my wife and so I'll hook you up. And so now he's a loyal customer. And the greens has helped bring his diabetes down. So it's, we have hats, we have shirts, there's all kinds of things. But these are my 2 favorite things to do, is fat fighters and gear. Absolutely.
Absolutely. I can't tell you how many times I've been asked what works. Just last time we were flying, the Starbucks barista at the airport was like, I see people in that all the time. What is it? And I'm like, well, and this is what's great. You all got these, so if you haven't got your kit yet, you're going to get these. And when people ask you, what is it? You don't even really need to say anything. Have you tried that figure out thing? What it does, and you just flip it over. It does that. You don't have to really say much more than that. Or people will keep before and afters in their phone. So they could go, look at my before and after. And that was part of how Sherry got Story to sign up, was showing her before and after. So that's awesome. So fat fighters in your purse and wearing gear. It's always. And if you don't have gear yet, wear a green bracelet or wear something that kind of sticks out and reminds you of something that people will be like, what's that for?
Well, when you get your 4 LCs, then you get $100, and then you will have gear.
Okay.
Okay, so one of my favorite things to do is we always have greens in our house. And I usually, when I take out my greens, and my husband's really, really good about this, is we always take them in clear containers. So Tori has like a pink one over there. I wouldn't use that because the greens are so vibrant that it catches your eye. And I also don't put it in It Works container because I want them to have to ask us, what are you drinking that's free? And like if we have protein shakes or something, which we use all of the products, but the green, something about the green catches people's eyes. So we don't on the go drink the protein shake or any of those because I want something that's going to gather people's attention. And then along with this, we do some of them that have the greens attached on the back. So that way people are like, oh, what are you drinking? We're like, oh, here you go, take a look. My husband, he goes to a lot more different places than I do because I'm pretty routine with our daughter. But his are awesome because he goes to so many different places and he's going always new, and then he funnels the people asking questions over to me. So that's how I do LCs. And when I'm going after a distributor, our favorite new thing to do now is when we go to a restaurant. I want to make sure my hands up. When we go to a restaurant, if we really like our server, they're really personable and they're really good. Our fun thing to do is be like, okay, do you think they're going to be a DT quality? And then at the end, when we're talking about it, I said, have you ever thought about trying another type of business? This is what we do. And we give them that. And then right then and there, I have them I give them my phone on Facebook, and I have them write in their name. So that way they get connected. And I've obviously never had anybody sign up with me. Not obviously. I've never had somebody sign up with me right away. But I'm getting onto their Facebook feed. And that way they're getting to see me. And we're interacting. So we had this happen a few months ago when we were in New Orleans, and now the lady's starting to ask me more questions. So it's really fun to start seeing it happening. So that's how I do LCs and DTs.
Awesome. Yep. And always, some people will say, like what she was saying, anytime you exchange money, you can exchange a Blitz card too. So if you're talking to your cashier, one of the things I love that Danielle Boyle talks about is asking somebody, so are you really enjoying your job? Just talking to somebody while you're checking out, and that opens up just a huge conversation for the business and what it's being able to do for you or where you could go. So, okay, awesome.
Yes, so I recently just started this because I do a lot of social media, Facebook and Instagram, and I was watching a Tips from the Top. I forget which one it was, but anyone who you exchange money with or that gave you good service to start. That's okay. Anyone that you're chatting with. So, and I don't know why I get nervous doing that. I think I'm more great on social media. Anyway, so recently I started doing that and being more intentional about who I'm meeting and actually taking the time to have a conversation with them. So, Starbucks, the girl complimented my lashes, so we just started chatting, gave her my phone. She added herself on Facebook, started following her, just commenting, liking. Nothing came out of it. Okay. So then Wednesday, I think it was, I went to the dollar store, and the cashier, her and I started chatting, and she asked if I wanted to buy some school supplies out of the cart. I'm like, yeah, sure. So we just started talking, and she's like, yeah, I'm about to go live on Facebook. And I was like, really? Well, why don't you let me follow you? And so gave her my phone. She added herself in. So I went to my car, immediately went to her page and started liking and commenting. So I would show up, in the algorithm. Am I saying that right? Okay.
Same.
Yeah. So then the next day I went live about the protein shake, and she commented on there. So then I messaged her, and then like an hour later or whatever. And then today her and I started talking more later this afternoon, and now this week we're going to meet to talk about products, and maybe she may become a distributor. So just being more intentional about talking to people, and always wear gear. Always. Yes.
So helpful. That's so great. Thank you so much for those tips.
One thing you can do is you can take these to like a Office Depot or something like that. You can have them you can shrink them a little bit and laminate them and put rings on, put them on your purse. So when you're walking, okay, see, here we go. Look. How fun is that? So you're just walking around. I mean, any mom who just had a baby and sees that, they're like, oh, I might want to be a part of that, or what is that, or I've heard about those, but now you're someone in person that they can talk to about it, which is just a great way that you can kind of seal the deal, and then you can make round cash that way. So these are awesome. You can use them lots of different ways. Some people will have them and they'll put them on a lanyard. So if you don't have It Works gear, but you have this sitting here, that's another way that you can do it. On social media, Karina kind of gave some tips that way, but how do you blitz on social media? Because in person, it's a way, blitzing is just opening a door into a conversation. And you want to be thoughtful people. We don't want to be like, oh my word, you need this. You want to be aware, you want to be thoughtful and engage in a conversation. It's amazing when you listen to somebody what they'll tell you that you need. And something I love about this business, believer, Jesus is always the hope that we give out. But there's so many things that we can offer through this business that can be a tool to be life-changing. I just love that. They're talking about always having a headache or needing more energy. I'm a mom. When I started, I was a receptionist at the girls' school, and I can't tell you how many moms just walked in tired. And I'd be like, here's the greens on the go, to take and try. And so that's one of the ways I love to work with sharing the greens and stuff like that. Social media, you post. And you don't want to, Sherry had said that, you don't want to post you don't want to look like you're selling It Works. So you don't want to go to your page and look like like a belly picture and then blingy picture, and that's all people see, because that's probably going to get you unfollowed. Okay, and that's not really your goal. And you want to be just thoughtful. So, and Sherry just said it so well, and so I'm just reiterating it. You share. She's like, I share about my family. I share about my faith. I share about this business. I share deals I've gotten. And so what I would really challenge you to do as you're blitzing on social media and posting is think about 5 things that represent you. 5 things that just represent who you are. And that's what you should be posting about. And then people will see that consistency, and then they'll enjoy, and then they start to trust you, because if you really know, people buy you before they buy a business. And so you're being kind in person, you're talking to somebody. Like if you go home and you write down qualities you would like in a distributor, like I want somebody outgoing, I want somebody fun, I want somebody energetic. When you see that person, you're like, oh, I have a blitz card. Like, hey, this business is awesome. I've been praying for somebody who's just so kind, and you're such a kind person. If you're interested, and you talk about it. So those are just a few ways that you can blitz. Now, the next step is getting that wrap on people. And so It Works. So if Rosemary wants to come here, Yadiz, come on up here. Getting that wrap on people, It Works will say 9 out of 10 people have visible results with the very first wrap that they use. So I know Lauren just sent me pictures of her. She was so excited. She's like, it really did work. I'm like, it does, huh? Like, it's so awesome. And so they'll go on to say that the person who wraps the most makes the most. And so we don't want to, not wrap people. We want to take opportunities to get that wrap on. And one of the best ways you can do it, especially if you're just starting, or if you're helping, a new team member get started, is to have a wrap party, a spa night. I mean, you can title it a lot of different ways, but
we have like our wrap queen over here that we love so much that kind of wrapped her way up to the top so far. So partied her way to the top. So we're just going to share a little bit about.
Okay, so we want to grow our business, so we have to invite people. We have to get that wrap on people. We are in the wrap business, right? It's what took this company to the top, was Skinny Wrap. And so I did it through wrap parties, and I would post on Facebook. I would follow that up. You can't just, if you're having a wrap party at your home or in the clubhouse, you need to personally invite people. So if you throw out a Facebook invite, go ahead and follow it up with a text, follow it up with a phone call. But if you're brand new, just starting, you want to reach that warm market. You want to reach your neighbor next door. You want to reach your best friend that lives in town, your church group. Have a girls' night out. Sometimes I don't even like to use the word party because people are a little bit afraid. You want to keep your wrap party duplicatable, so you want to make it appear very easy whenever you're inviting people into your home. And so what I did is this comes with every distributor kit, and this is called a party pad. We have a new party pad now. It looks more like a catalog. This is an old one that came in my kit. And I made a board that helped me, but really it's very simple. You get the people in, you're talking to people before you start your presentation, and you have your money jar out, because whenever you are inviting people over and you're getting the wrap on people, you want to collect your money up front. And then once you have wrapped your people, you can start with your presentation. And this little book is called the Party Pad. Now, if you go in your eSuite, in the document library, you'll see a file called Party Pad Notes. And it took me a little while to find that. And remember, I joined to make money. I knew nothing about the products. I knew that the products were an avenue to making some serious money. I fell in love with the products after that. So I downloaded the script in the eSuite called Party Pad Notes. And I loved it because page 1, page 2. I didn't even know this was your actual presentation. But when I'm doing a wrap party, I stand up in front of my board. Here, I'll show you. I took my board to Kinko's or to, you could go to Office Max or wherever, just to give you an idea of what it looks like. And I just blew up. I just enlarged this little booklet right here. This is how easy it is to tell somebody about the wraps and to get the wrap on people. First question you ask is, have you tried that crazy wrap thing? How many people here have? Most of the people have not tried it. And so it's a perfect time to get that wrap on. People want to know what it is. Well, right here it tells you. The wrap tightens, tones, and firms loose skin in as little as 45 minutes. And this is so simple. You can read your book. So there's no reason for newbies not to be able to get this wrap presentation. Everything is right here, including the pictures. And in the new catalog, we even have more products. You tell them what it is. And then I would go on to explain in the wrap party. I like to make it a product demonstration too. And so I would have the lip and eye cream, pass it around, and have your defining gel and have them try a little bit on. And have little green samples and pass those around. So everybody it's interactive, okay? And that's all a wrap party is. It's demonstrating our products. It's as simple as going through your party pad, different kinds of wraps. I didn't know anything, and so I would literally stand there doing my wrap party, and I would read it. Let's see, okay, now loyal customer, and you get my price, and then it's like, oh wait, but guess what? If you want to get skinny, or if you want to get skinny and make money, hey, join the party, and then you just turn your little booklet over, because when you turn it around, it tells you all the parts of the advantages of joining the business, getting skinny and making money too, and how to promote. Very simple, very easy. Can keep this in our purse, pull it out at Starbucks. do a fat fighter demo, have your fat fighters there, and go through your party pad. Very, very simple. And here's the thing, I'm an over-the-top person, so sometimes in the beginning my wrap parties were over the top, fully catered. Completely redecorated the house in green and black, I mean over the top. And my people with new potential distributors would go, oh heck no, there's no way I'd have to clean my house. No, I'm not gonna do this. So then I started putting out a bottle of water and a bag of Skinny Pop popcorn. Now that's it. It's simple, y'all. So it's very important to make it duplicatable.
Thank you so much.
Oh wait, one more thing. I forgot one more thing. Sealing the deal. Oh gosh, y'all, at the end of the wrap party, there's no other option but that they become a loyal customer or a distributor. Never forget, they do not leave without that. So hand them whichever order form they want. Oh, which are you interested in? Customer, you want to join the party? Which? There's no other option.
It's so funny. One of the things I love about it is just she's excited about it, and that's generally what people will really follow. So getting that wrap on people, you'd be excited about what's happened to other people, what's happened to yourself with it, and why is the wrap so important? That's our flagship product. You can get any product anywhere else, but we can't get our wrap anywhere else but from an It Works distributor. And so that's something that really sets this company apart. Is you could go online and get vitamins from GNC or CVS or anything like that, but you cannot go online and get a wrap. And it's not a water weight wrap. So yes, those are out there, but this is not a water weight wrap. This is something completely different. And so that's what's exciting about being a part of this business. And that's why you want to get it on people, because you're the only person your friends can get a wrap from. So that's super fun. But you don't have to do even a big party. Yadis, tell us about how you do some of yours.
So lately I've been doing a lot of one-on-one wrap sessions. And so how that kind of looks like is one of, our friends that I've known for a long time. She's been interested about the wrap. She finally ordered, but I don't know about you guys, but some of my customers will order a box and they never take it out of the box and it just stays there. So now what I'm doing is I'm asking them, okay, can you let me know when your wraps come in if they're local? Then I want to go and show you how to put it on. I want to go ahead and show you how I take my pictures. I want to show you how to measure. Just very simple. I had an Instagram customer, that she's local. She ordered from me. And so she's like, can you show me how to do this? Ashley, she actually joined. And so I was like, we just got our nails done. Let's go do a wrap session. She just joined, and so she has no idea how to put a wrap on. Her kit had not arrived yet. So we walk into this stranger's apartment, and luckily I'm not by myself. But it was so simple to be able to show Ashley as a new distributor and then show our customers how simple it is. Because one of the, a lot of the times, even like my close family members, they were like, that did not work. But they never took a picture, they never drank their water, they never measured, and so we're our worst critics. I mean, I didn't think my wrap worked either, but luckily I had those before and afters. And so now, even though I'm huge, pregnant, due any day, I can still go wrap people and I'm still showing them my before and afters, because your results, that's what's gonna really, sell. So I do that with any new customers or people that ask. You're at Starbucks, you can go wrap somebody in the bathroom and it's, show them how easy it is. And they're buying a wrap from you for $25 and then you're getting them as a customer, which is awesome.
Yeah, so great. Yeah. So simple as a simple wrap session. So you don't even need to feel like you have to invite people in your house, like Rosemary said. You just get that wrap on someone. I love one of Stories. Yeah. She had her purse with her Blitz card laminated on it at the post office, and someone's like, wait, do you have one of those? And she had one in her purse and literally sold a wrap for $25 there and had a little customer sign up. And so that's what you do. That's how you get those little customers. You get that wrap on somebody, they fall in love with it, you get them trying the product. You can do a sample it before you buy it party, try it before you buy it. Come on over, try anything. So that's super fun. But you blitz, you wrap, and you repeat. Julie, come on up here real quick. what I want to tell you about wrap parties too, if you go on your training, your eSuite and your training videos, they have videos on how they have an actual party on there. They have steps, what you need to do to set up and anything like that. So tell us about repeating. How do we get to repeat this? Because that's what we want to do.
Okay, so I'm really out of breath, okay, and it's just because of this. Repeating is important. So if these are called the steps to success and they are going to bring about success, then why would we stop? So the phrase that comes to mind is, if the definition of insanity is to keep doing the same thing over and over and get 0 results, then if we know that these things really do bring about success, why would we stop? I mean, it's the opposite, you know, and this does bring about success. So keep that in mind. Don't get tired. You're going to get so much momentum when you get your first DTs and your first LCs. Then you need to go, okay, guys, who in here wants to host a party for me? And have your calendar out and ready. I will come to you. I will bring Skinny Pop and bottled water, and that is it. I have a distributor who signed up with me who I had no idea was like ready to run, and she's here, so Sarah Ray. And she was like bringing in distributors like crazy, and I had actually never hosted a party, and so I'm like, we gotta have parties, we gotta train people, and there's something very personable about when you see me and you know I'm a real person, and I am not lying to you about these products, and you say, well, what about this, and what about this, and we've had some out there questions, you know, you can answer them, and then they're like, I wanna do this, I wanna be a part. So repeating this and repeating this and repeating this. So at the end, when they sign up and they say, I want to be a distributor, then you go, okay, so when are you available? I would love to host a party for you. And it's very simple. And I'm scared of parties. I'm not a party girl, but it works. So like she said, don't call it a party. It is just come hang out and let me just share with you. Or see, I need to practice, you know? Or if it's not practice, then just come support me, you know, for this new distributor. Just come support me. Okay, so don't stop posting. Anything you do, you need to do it with consistency. And we all have our inconsistent moments, okay? Talk about a baby and some crazy stuff going on in life. But do your very best because people are watching. I have another girl here, wave. I had no idea I was watching. And all of a sudden, when the $9.99 deal came around, she just messaged me and said, hey, I'm signing up. What's your website? Mm-hmm. She had been watching and wanted to know if I was real and if it was legit. And she wants that $10,000 bonus back, and she's going to get it. But because we are posting and we're talking about our business and we're talking about the products, people that you have no idea. I've had some crazy people. They're not crazy. I never thought were interested or watching when I was posting. They were not on the 100s list. Join. Okay, so what else was I supposed to say? I'm just really, really fast. I think you got it. Yeah. So you blitz, you tell people your store's open, you get the wrap on them, and you keep repeating it over and over again. I remember Sherry saying, this what we do is not hard, being consistent is hard. But if you can be consistent, you will be successful. So you give this a year and you keep going with your consistency, whether people are asking you, whether people are liking your post. That's why you want to mix your post ups, because they'll really like some things that are super cute and they like go, oh, that's a good post, I'll skip over it, but they saw it. And the next time they're going to come back to it. And so you blitz, you wrap, you repeat, and that's how you're going to fulfill your steps. Success.
Well, it's awesome when the house is full and to see faces that we've known and to be a part of this business. What I'm really excited about is what we're called the Man Dare. Everyone's saying Man Dare? Yeah. Now, what does that have to do with you? Well, there's several things. It works up to this point has been about 95% female, which I love females. I have 3 of them. They're awesome. But what I love even more about what this is going to do for us, it opens up opportunity for us to reach males in your life. So for me, 42 pounds lost off of the different stacks. So they have different programs for men. So you can have, just a wide range of what do you want? What are you looking at? So it's an opportunity for people you love to join. It's an opportunity for you to reach out and to bring men in. And what I love about it too, it's not just about physical or the finances, but it's about being a better man. So it's challenging us as men to be better fathers, husbands, to be better brothers. John, it's challenging us just to be better as men. And so I love Coach's heart. I love the guys that we have on the team, the relationship we built. I love hanging out with the husbands that I've got an opportunity from this team to hang out with. And I'm excited to see that continue to grow. This Thursday, I'm going to say Thursday. That's how I'm a pastor, right? This Thursday at 8:30, we're going to be having a Facebook party that's going to explain the Man Dare, what it's all about. They're giving away a Jeep. They're giving away an opportunity to go to the ranch, which we've been there, and it's life-changing, really cool gear. And so the Man Dare it's a huge opportunity. So sign them up. I think on our Facebook page, right, on Diamond Pursuit, where Diamond Empire, 8:30 on Thursday. We'll be explaining it in 30-minute increments, and it's some awesome guys from around the company. Get on there. It's going to be awesome. And so I'm excited about this. I'm excited to share it with your loved ones and then people on your team and their distributors. It's going to be awesome.
Can't be better than this, bro. So I get to talk to you just for a little bit about several things. First and foremost, welcome to all the newbies. I think what's that called? Voice messaged all the Diamond and above leaders, and we really wanted to make a strong effort to get as many new people to this training, whether it's physically or virtually here, because I think if you've been with us for a year, 2 years, 3 years, our team culture, and yes, it works as team culture, is just second to none. It's amazing, but we kind of just get accustomed to the fact that we've become family over this adventure over the last 3 years. And I think the thing that excites me more than anything when I see new faces is I get to see new family members, and they don't really know what they're stepping into because they don't know us yet, that we're a bit crazy, but we have a lot of fun at the same time. But, when we first started, it was all about, that extra $500 or, putting the girls in dance or whatever. But shortly when our lives begin to get changed, it was man, it's fun to do this and make a little money, but it's really fun to bring friends that are like family along with us. And so to all of you who are new on here, don't hold me to it, but I'm pretty positive in that $9.99 deal, our team by number doubled in 1 week. And so that's kind of mind blowing because you work for, 3 years and grow an organization, and, you guys are a testament to that. And then in 1 week, your business can change and it can double. And there's a blessing in that, but there's also, what we've built relationally over the last, several years. It's wow, we get to do that again with a whole new group of people. So if you're new, our hearts is that you are successful. And our heart is that you are a better person because of this business. You're a better wife, a better husband, a better mom. And we take your goals personal. And, we've always just said that it's great to be, Ambassador Diamonds, but it's not fun unless we're raising up other ambassadors. And that truly is our heart. And in this business, someone once said that the greatest relationships you have are the ones that you never saw coming. And I think that that's what this business has done. I look at so many faces in this room and it's man, I can't imagine life without these people. I can't imagine not knowing Karina. I can't imagine not knowing Story and Marsha. It blows my mind. Jen, I can't imagine not knowing you and Adam. It's amazing that because of this crazy rap business, the money's great. Let's not diminish that. But when it comes to it, the relationships are solid. And so what I want, I'm just going to ask two people because we're a little bit low on time. But Jess, if you come up here, and then Story, if you come up here, and I'm saving you from my back pocket. Yeah. She was probably happy. She was here, you want me to cry. Okay. But I just want, Jess, you go first. Just tell kind of what It Works has done. You have to come. But just tell, the business is great and everything, but the first, we call them F-bombs, right? Friendship, fun, and freedom. The first F-bomb is friendship. And what has this business done for you? And we're putting the business aside. We're talking about relationships. So.
Oh my goodness. I started, I went to Stacy's house to her launch party.
And I didn't even know I had no idea what it was, but she just was like, come over, I needed friends. And so in my little town that I live in, I didn't really know anybody. And I go to a large church, but I honestly didn't have any chicken soup friends. Like if I was going through something, I had nobody that would be there. So I went for the friendship. I'm gonna start crying. And that has been something that's been amazing because I love how this business is built. I don't remember who the quote is, but it says to love is to do and to will to the highest good of another. And I think that the way this business is structured is that it really throws you into helping others and rewarding you for doing that. But because it trains you to do that, there's just the work it does on your heart and your mind, and just the character that it creates in you is something you don't really prepare yourself for, but it's something that becomes a part of you. So you are increased as a person, but also by building friendships and helping others. And so the friendship aspect of it, I think, is honestly the golden nugget of the business, in my opinion, just because it's gotten me through some of the hardest parts of my life. And I'm not going to say but anyway, so I love this. Awesome.
Of the meeting. And I have a lot to say on this subject, so I have to I wrote down notes. So Sherry kind of mentioned it a little bit earlier, which is kind of funny because she didn't probably know I was going to say this. Maybe she did. But I kind of had the opposite. So I joined not knowing at all what the business was. I'd never seen a post on Facebook. I didn't know anything about it or network marketing. And honestly, I had all kinds of friends. Like, I will say I was very, very blessed, and still am blessed in that department. Some of you know I just took an amazing vacation for my birthday, and there was 14 of us, and we've been friends for a decade or more. None of them are in the business, but that's okay. They will be someday. But and I've had different pockets of friends. So when I kind of heard the whole friendship, fun, freedom, I was like, oh, whatever. That's great. Like, how do I just get my extra $200 a month so I can shop for shoes or whatever it is that I wanted? And God had a different plan for me. He had a different plan for me. And I will just say that what a fool I was to think that. And so there, I won't go there yet. But just how ignorant to think that, and maybe there's some of you, maybe it's not about the friendships, maybe there's something else that you're like, well, I don't really need that. Don't do that to yourself, because you don't know what you need. You don't actually know. And so if you open your heart up to some opportunities and possibilities, then all kinds of amazing things can happen. So what I will say is that Sherry Sherry was that friend to me. She, kind of started where I would just, I think Stacey said the other day, I always saw you at the meetings and stuff, but you came alone, you're real quiet, and I don't really even know why I would come to the meetings, honestly. I think Sherry always invited me, and so I just came. Is there anybody here that came 100% alone and doesn't know anybody here? Okay, so good for you. And don't stop coming. It's really good for you. So that coming that one time kind of grew into coming twice, and then going to an OTOM when Sherry invited, and pretty much anything she invited me to, I went to. And again, it wasn't because I needed the friendship. It was just something about, I could just tell immediately the hearts of the people that were involved in this. And, Sherry would always kind of say, oh, you're a diamond, or oh, next year you're coming to conference. Oh, and I still didn't believe her. I was just like, okay, whatever, Sherry, this rah-rah girl that just thinks everybody's great, whatever. But I didn't know I was doing it, but I was borrowing her belief. I was borrowing her belief about things that I didn't even know about yet. So I saw a quote today that said, a friend may be waiting behind a stranger's face. And that's from Maya Angelou. And it's so true, because there could be people in this room, maybe that you don't know me, and you don't know some of the people maybe even sitting next to you, but in 6 months or a year, you may call them your family. You may call them your best friend. I mean, I spent about 12 hours with these people on last Friday, and I could have spent another 12 with them. And it's still hard to say goodbye at the end of the day. So just open your heart to what, the things you didn't even join this business for. Open your heart to those things. And, sometimes even getting to Diamond or getting to anything, you have to borrow that belief from someone, and you're not going to get that unless you trust in that relationship, which is what friendship is about a trust. And even if you don't really know the person, just have that trust and borrow that belief until you have it for yourself. And so get to events, go with somebody, go by yourself. It doesn't matter. You'll end up meeting someone. And like I said, they'll be family to you before you know it. And if maybe you don't have a family or you don't have close friends, this can be that for you. And I will just say that when there isn't, highs and lows in the business, you're going to want those people by your side and you're going to need them by your side. And sometimes getting to diamond is about you, but once you get there, it's about everybody else. And, even sometimes getting to executive is, just about you, but it quickly, this business becomes about others. And if you can hold that in your heart, like from today and on forward, just always realize it's about other people and about the things that God can do within your heart that you weren't even prepared for coming tonight. So that's it.
Yeah, so in closing, those of you that have been with us, you hear this all the time, but for all you newbies out there who don't know us, we're firm believers that if you chase changing people's lives, the paycheck follows. And you're going to hear that from now until you kick us out of your lives in this business, is that, that's what Christ did. He became, a servant to the least of these. And he came down in the most humble form. Why? So that we could have life. And, the word says that whatever you do for the least of these, you've done also for me. And that's just what we put in our faith in. And, people ask us all the time, how are you top 10? And we kind of just put our hands up and we say a lot of trust in the Lord and a lot of hard work. And, that's kind of our story. And so, if you don't hear it from anyone else, if you haven't heard it for a long time, there is greatness inside of you. There are things that the Lord wants to do. The person you are today is not who he wants you to be 5 years from now, 10 years from now. He's doing something fresh. He's doing something new. And this business could be the start of that. And we're excited to be a part of it. We're excited to see one of the greatest things I think to watch is people rise up when they just start their business and now they're just like powerhouse leaders. And they step up here with boldness and they come up here and because they finally have caught, like, if it's changed my life, who am I to keep it from other people? And so we're so grateful that those of you who are physically here, those of you who took the time to jump on, if you're watching the replay and you're new, we're just so blessed to have you a part of our team. We're humbled, and you have great leadership. Whoever that diamond is above you, whoever enrolled with, our heart has been to just, we want our team to be the team that everyone looks to be on. And how do we do that? We put people first. We put others before ourselves. And me and Sherry, we're going to be human. I hate to tell you that. We're probably going to make some mistakes along the way. Your leaders are probably going to make some mistakes along the way. But the day you're perfect, you can hold them accountable for being perfect too. So with that said, I really do want to emphasize Thursday. It will be the first time we've ever, as Diamond Empire, put on a live Facebook party for men specifically. So all your potentials, all of your distributors, we're going to post a link, and it's going to be literally only 30 minutes. It's going to be what is the Mandare, what are stacks, 3 of our favorite products. Do you want to do the Mandare and make money, how the Mandare has changed our life, being it works, and then a close, and that's it. And that's going to be up forever. So if you ever have guys who are on the fence, that's where you're going to be able to send them. And we really wanted to reach outside of this team to people that me, Joey, our Diamond Empire team believed in. So you're going to see people that aren't even in our downline. You're going to see Kyler Pentecost, the CEO's son. You're going to see Thomas Hughes, who I've partnered with, Kyle Tweed, Joey, myself, Drew Mahar. Like, we're going to pull in people who have been in the business. They know the business, and Dominic Edison, former NFL football player. So we're pulling together an event so that all of you females aren't worried about where do I send my guys. Guess where you send them? You send them to your website to sign up first. And no, I'm just playing. You can send them to this party. Say, just give me 30 minutes and just watch these videos, and then you follow up with them, and guess what? You sign. So bear with us. Like, this is uncharted territory for every man in this business. And so we're trying to be the best punch and do it with excellence, not just be sloppy out there. And so we're getting there. So I think that's all the announcements. Anything else?
No, let's take it. Normally, if it's your first time here, I went a little long. We normally are 1 hour in and out, so we went.
Do I tell them bye? Do I tell them bye?
Oh yeah, tell them bye.
Okay, we love you guys. Here, we always do the ceremonial wave where no one can really see anybody, but we do it anyway. Okay.
And I just want to say that tonight I'll be posting Bootcamp Part 2 on our Diamond page. So everybody just be able to look out for that. You'll be able to add yourself. And then don't forget, of course, to start with Bootcamp number 1 and you'll graduate to the beginning.
All right.
Hey, and let's take a picture. I already have it set up.
Okay.
So what would be easier?
Bye.